Yep, it's time. Let's talk about the Steam Deck. Right, Joe. Hello YouTube, FM's here back again once again. We're doing here on YouTube or the platform. Now, yesterday guys, it's a long awaited video about the Steam Deck. Now, I'll be honest, I've got some things to talk about this console. Some good, some bad, some gripes, some not gripes, and everything in between. So if I do, today we'll be talking about the Steam Deck, the price, the games, blah blah, emulation even, and SSD upgrade. We'll get into that later. But first and first, let's talk about some positives. Now, the Steam Deck honestly is an absolutely powerful wee thing. To be honest, this is essentially a mini game PC crammed in to a handheld console, joysticks, buttons, and even trackpads. Now, I'll be honest, I think I'm the only person on the internet that actually loves these wee things. I think they're super handy. Maybe not for games as much because you've got D-pad and the joysticks, but mainly for just menu use. Just so cool, because what you can do with them is we say using the keyboard, which we'll get into that in a minute. You can honestly, pretty much what it does, it splits the keyboard in half of the trackpad and uses the trackpad itself just to tighten words on the screen, and I love it. It's a really good feature about it that I personally really like, and I think quite unique. I think really enjoyable. I think a lot of people put it down for no reason. Now, as you guys can tell, my skin to the Steam Deck is a little bit homemade. Yes, because I wasn't paying £40 for a skin. Hell no. So I just took some good old fashioned black tape and wrapped it myself. Honestly, I quite like it. I think I did a decent job. But hey ho, it's my Steam Deck. Who cares anyway? Hey. So yes, but anyway, back to the Steam Deck. Now this thing is a powerful wee thing. It can do up to 1080p, 120 frames per second, and it looks amazing. The games I've played Devil May Cry 5, a little bit of that. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 7. The main game I've been playing on the Steam Deck, or was playing the Steam Deck, we'll get into that too, is Hollow Knight, and it looks amazing. It runs beautifully, and honestly, to be honest, I've never played Hollow Knight before. I had no interest in Hollow Knight until I bought the Steam Deck and played it. Honestly, it's probably one of my favourite games of all time. To be honest, it's really cool because now I've not played I've not finished Hollow Knight yet because again, me and games take a while to finish. But I do honestly think Hollow Knight Steam Deck is awesome because you can take it anywhere you go. It's honestly on a dedicated handheld too. So that's my positives. Let's get into more of the negatives for this thing. And this thing, I'll be honest, I do have some issues with. Number one, SSD upgrade. Now, this isn't an issue with Steam Deck particularly, but if you live in Scotland or in the UK, this is difficult. Trying to find a 2.5-inch SSD is near impossible for any site but eBay. I've tried PC Caravels, I've tried PC and Currys, I tried Argos, I tried Amazon, I tried every single place I've looked for eBay, and guess what? I can find it. I actually bought what was supposed to be a 2.5 SSD off Amazon, but turns out it wasn't. It was the one above that. It's not a full SSD size, it's one before that, but it's one after 2.5-inch SSD. So yeah, that was very fun trying to find that. But I returned it. Don't worry, I got money back thankfully. But then I looked on eBay and honestly bought eBay second hand, and honestly came within a week, plugged into this thing, and it's absolutely awesome. But there's one thing I want from you guys beforehand, because I kind of made a mistake, but also this is in my opinion, a big issue of the Steam Deck. Do not, I repeat, factory set this thing. Do not factory set this thing under any circumstance, because it will do the most stupid, in my opinion, idiotic thing of all time. Now, I factory set lots of consoles, 3DSs, Xbox 360, Xbox Ones, Xbox Series S, even factory set my PS4. I've done it all the time. I have never ever had an issue with factory setting a console. Apart from this, because guess what? Apparently, because I don't know if Steam upgrade or not, but if I don't know to my knowledge because I've not used Steam Deck, I'll be honest, we'll get to that too. But the main issue with it is what this thing requires. It requires an access order to update and receive files for to update it. But if you factory set the console, it wipes your Wi-Fi details, which is okay, that's understandable. But this thing will boot loop to the point where it's like, oh, say, oh, these install files, but there's no internet access, so therefore you think, oh, okay, maybe we'll go back to the pre-version of SteelOS. Nope! This thing just bootloads. I had this issue for an entire week until I bought a USB adapter and then did the whole thing. Now, credit to Steam, I'll be honest, the customer service is absolutely amazing. Because I brought my issue to the customer service thinking they could help me fix it, and they said, worst comes to worst, I can just send it back and get a brand new one. To be honest, my hand, I was like, applause to Steam customer support is absolutely brilliant, guys, and honestly just amazing, awesome, really love it. Appreciate you guys very much. But back to the console itself, yeah, so what I had to do is, same turnout, I was like, I'll just buy a USB to USB-C adapter, use that, and reset the console, and honestly, from now, and since then, I've probably reinstalled the software multiple times, and it's fine, honestly. It's pretty easy if you know what to do after a while. It can be a bit challenging, but then after you reset the console, the USB drive, I don't know if it's just me in particular or just for you guys, but format's wrong, so if we need to fix that too, which, if you don't worry guys, I'll leave YouTube link down below if you have the issue. If you do reset your Steam Deck and you can't get it back to your USB drive back to the right size, I'll leave links down below how to fix it, because I did that and guess what? The guy's tutorial is super awesome on the guy's channel. Sorry guy, but trust me guys, please go check him out because it's a really handy tutorial, especially if you are doing stuff on Steam OS and Linux stuff. Now, that to me is really all the negative points of view about the Steam Deck, and that is quite a lot. And unfortunately, I don't like being negative on reviews or console stuff, but I do feel like I have to bring my experience and my saying, because again, I might just be one out of the thousands of units sold of the Steam Decks having these issues, but I do feel like these issues should be brought up anyway. But I've got one real positive thing: emulation. Now, it's not easy, but I do suggest screw EmuDeck. Do not use EmuDeck because it's the most convoluted, complicated thing ever. I mean, I remember trying to get EmuDeck running this thing. I got it installed and all that, but it turns out I need certain files for emulators. I was like, you know what, screw it. I'll just download emulators and the version ones I want to use, and it's a lot easier. It's just do that. If you are going to emulate this thing, you don't want to go through trouble of EmuDeck. Don't worry. EmuDeck's not the only option for emulators. One just mentioned that you don't need to use EmuDeck for emulators. There are Steam versions or Linux versions of the emulators. For example, Citra, there's a PS2 and Switch emulators. All that stuff is on the Steam Deck for free as well. May I add, Nintendo, don't hear us, but it's for free and you can emulate very easily. It's fine. Now, another point where I bring transfer files from a USB drive to this is super easy as well. Again, this is essentially just a gaming PC or Linux game PC crammed in to the shell of a handheld console. This thing is a PC first, console second. Honestly, also another thing I want to credit, SteelOS, absolutely love it. Graphic design is amazing. Sound stuff, it's what Switch OS should be. Again, because Switch OS is, yay, Switch OS is something else. It's crap. Switch has a terrible operating system. eShop runs like, the eShop runs so hard. Anyway, this isn't a Switch review or talk. Do you know, if you guys want to do a Switch review, I'll happily do a Switch review. Rip that thing a new one, because I have got multiple issues with the Switch itself. Anyway, back to the Steam Deck. No, but yeah, honestly. Also, what I'm really buying, I just want to mention, buying games Steam's really easy, because this is the first time I've really bought anything off Steam. I mean, I do have a Steam account, I had it for years, but I never really used it because I'm not a PC gamer. Again, I'm a console boy. I bought the handheld I bought the handhelds to buy a game PC. I have an Xbox 360, I have PS4. I love handheld for consoles, game PC, and again. But I do think what the Steam Deck does has one advantage in a lot of where handhelds like Razer, Genshin, all that, and Logitech's weird cloud game device again. We'll talk about that in a second. Is this thing gives you Steam, and there's a lot of game support, and plus, but also, if a game's not supported, there is ways to make it run and be supported on Steam Deck with code. Because essentially, the only real issue is, to my knowledge, I mean, again, I don't know much about code and stuff, or how games work, but it's controls. My conclusion I can do is with controls. I mean, a lot of games are made to work with keyboard, mouse, and controller. So if all you need to do is map some keys, it's always why it's not supported, because with Steam Deck you got support, unsupported, and playable, which are the ways to tell if the game works in this thing or not. Oh, Steam's version, but it's unplayable. There's a lot of ways around it, and there's a huge community as well online. Like, it's been really handy to be using that. not personal interactive with it, but just use it for, just in general advice on how to use. Like, you'll look up videos and tutorials and all that to try out how to use this thing. It's been really handy, and honestly, learning all this stuff as well has been really cool as well. But I want to get into the main issue. I have not used this in ages. I'll be honest, this thing has been in the cupboard for about a week, and this is the first I pulled it out in probably about a few weeks, maybe even a month. And to be honest, I don't really feel the urge to play it. Now, am I going to turn it? No, because this thing was a lot of hassle, a lot of money just to get up run to a decent size. Also, Steam will mention that in a second. I feel this point I've not mentioned. Don't worry guys, parts of the video, aren't parts of the video, I've one made. But honestly, my main issue is I don't play it. I play the Xbox or I even play PS4. I mean, recently I've been playing The Last of Us, and I've been getting back into RL Gacha Yu-Gi-Oh! This has been taking a lot of time, I'll pay my money. Anyway, oh god, Yu-Gi-Oh! Who doesn't love Yu-Gi-Oh! And wasting money on Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards and buying RL Gacha? This guy does. No, but anyway, back to you. So I thought really, so back to my personal issue. Again, this isn't an issue for the Steam Deck. This is a personal issue for me. This is a flaw of me. I've not really been playing this thing. I've not had the energy or the want to play it. Now, the thing is, despite all the flaws, is this thing worth it? Despite all its flaws, despite all its problems I've had with it, do I think it's a bad console? No. I'll be honest, this thing, honestly, I'm still surprised this thing is as great as it is. Oh, the battery's about 2 to 4 hours, so never take me one of that. But it's the same thing, you remember, this is a mini game PC in a console, so in a handheld form. This is a game PC in a handheld form. You need to remember, it's pretty beefy, and also I've seen things like saying, oh, this Steam Deck's outdated, oh blah blah already, it just came out a few years ago, Logitech the blah blah blah. I want to mention Logitech thing's a piece of crap. Like, the main reason is it's a cloud service device. The thing about this, I don't know about America, but here in Scotland, cloud gaming does not work. Reason why? Multi-country, Scotland is a very highly environmental country, therefore the signals are interrupted by mountain hills. Therefore, cloud gaming doesn't really work the best here. Now, some in America, even LA was very flat. Yeah, sure, it'll work absolutely awesome, be really fast, really snappy, really great. Plus, they have infrastructure for cloud gaming, 5G and all that stuff. They're very fast. Here in Scotland, we don't. We have probably 4G infrastructure, and things take a long time to change it because the government is the government at the end of the day. Yeah, but so over here, cloud gaming doesn't really work the best because it's just not playing Hilly, plus we don't have infrastructure for it. So cloud gaming here in Scotland is better, especially when I live in Scotland. It isn't really working. So to me, the cloud gaming aspect of the Logitech device, to me, from where I am in the world, doesn't really appeal to me. That's why I got a Steam Deck, because this thing isn't a cloud game. It's a 1080p. I think it does do 4K, but don't run at 4K. Oh, by the way, this thing runs hot, like really hot. I always remember me back in the day when I was younger. I was like probably 10 or 11, playing 3DS under the blankets. I was like, oh god, DS is getting really hot. Hope it doesn't break the break the console. But this thing runs way harder, and honestly, you can tell if it's working now. To be honest, I don't know if it's a fan upgrade or some sort of upgrade do to make it run cooler, because not gonna lie, I run Final Fantasy. Well, I've played Final Fantasy 7 by the way, remake, awesome combat system, absolutely love it. It's just so amazing. But when I do run it, I run it like 4K because the 2D textures look absolute crap. I run 120 FPS because screw last bites, I'm sorry, but low. But apart from that, that's the only real time it gets hot, honestly, as well. This thing, I'm still surprised this thing's powerful it is, because games like Hollow Knight run fine. Like Hollow Knight, 2D platformer, fine, more run fine, but 3D games run really well despite being so small. Now again, Tell Switch can run 3D games, all that does handheld amazingly, but this thing can run at high quality textures, so you probably expect, because it's high quality textures and high quality graphics, that it would cause probably some tearing issues. So guess what? There is not seem to have been last space, but honestly, they're not that noticeable or that bad. Honestly, like I'll play quite a bit of Final Fantasy for some remake, and honestly, I've only experienced a few last space. But to be honest, it's mainly during combat, and it isn't that noticeable and really attractive gameplay, which is good in my book. So yeah. So let's answer the main question of the video. Is this thing worth the money? I will be honest, no. I don't like. Only way I say yes is if you have the disposable income and want to get this. Now, if you're somebody who loves handheld gaming, who has money to spend, and who just wants to get all the newest tech, yeah, I'd recommend this 100%. Buy it if you're going to use it as well, buy it. If not, if you're somebody who's like, I don't want to get a Steam Deck or get PS5 or something else, I'd recommend Xbox Series S. The main reason is, to be honest, it's less money, and the amount of money you're saving on this, you either buy some games that can get Game Pass and play your friends for a few months, and hey, even then, by the time you play your friends for a few months, we get more money, buy a Game Pass for you or get a subscription Game Pass. Because I'd say that's worth more money than buying this if you want to get the gaming. But if you're like me, somebody who loves handheld gaming, who loves gaming in general, and has lots of income but has the ability to get a Steam Deck and not have to worry about your income, I'd recommend it. This thing's awesome. Plus, hey, you may use it more than me, but who knows? One day it might. Who knows? For now, I might not use it, but hey, one day I might be using this every day because it's absolutely awesome. Because Wolf House Hall, I actually do really want to play more Final Fantasy 7 because it's awesome, it's beautiful, and the soundtrack's amazing. And also, the speakers on this thing are awesome. Like seeing going for the crappy 3DS speakers, which is not gonna lie, I have rose-tinted glasses for because I find it sound great. But again, rose-tinted glasses, guys. But going from that or just okay speakers to these speakers are insanely awesome. Honestly, games sound amazing for this thing. Honestly, just the speakers are awesome. Also, Bluetooth connectivity is super cool. It's super easy. It's so easy Bluetooth connectivity, like you have no idea how nice it is just to have nice, clean, easy Bluetooth connectivity between two devices. It's just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. so guys, before it's getting dry, so yeah guys, that's the end of the video. And I don't know if this video, I don't know if this guy said too much to say in that video, but hey guys, there's other studio videos at the end of this massive video, so yeah. If you guys want a proper, maybe better breakdown Steam Deck video, go watch WULFF video, honestly. I don't like that with because that's an awesome video Steam Deck, it breaks it down, and plus he does a lot of videos on Steam Deck itself as well, so yeah, go watch this video, want more in-depth video. But hey, if you like this video, subscribe, please, subscribe, and these subs, please, guys. Let's set us up a goal this year. Let's go for 100, no, 1,000. Let's go for 1,000 subscribers this year. By the end of this year, guys. Honestly, that's what I had to be this year. We had to create. I thought, well, I will eat my left shoe, my right shoe. My Steam Deck. I will eat my right shoe. I'm joking because eating leather can actually kill you because it's very poisonous. Yes, guys. So please don't eat your clothing material. But metaphorically, I will eat my right nice white right shoe. That was a sentence I managed to say somehow. Anyway, that's the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed the remember guys, subscribe down below, leave like, but mainly subscribe please. But anyway, that's FC signing, guys. I'll see you guys next time.